The side panel of this design is filled completely with Jessicas. The Jessicas themselves are filled either with long stitches of accentuate or with beads. We began by stitching the long stitches of accentuate in the center of each circle, followed by surrounding them with Jessicas. The Jessicas share holes on the bottom, each side, and at the top, so everything connects. Each Jessica uses 5 holes across the bottom, 5 on each side, and 5 at the top. In between those 5, there are 2 holes on the diagonal used. Once you look at a Jessica and realize that the top, the bottom, the left, and the right are all identical, they're way easier to stitch. So, in order to stitch a Jessica, I'm going to move the canvas with any luck and not knock over the tripod, so bear with me. The beauty of the Jessica is that it is completely circular. So to do a Jessica this size, we're going to anchor our thread, bring our needle up, count over 7 canvas threads, and up 3. That's our 1-2 stitch. So that stitch is the equivalent of going from here to here. It's the left-hand bottom corner of the bottom side to the bottom of the right side. From there, we're going to continue to stitch these 5 stitches that are all going to go down in 5 holes on the right-hand side. So we're starting out at the bottom of the Jessica. With each stitch, we move 1 to the right, and with each stitch, we move up 1 on the right-hand side. Every stitch overlaps. Once you've done 5 stitches, you need to fill in the corner. So each one of these stitches is simply up 1 on the diagonal. Here, it's in 1 on the diagonal because we're moving around counterclockwise. The chart for the Jessica has all of this numbered, so you can just move from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, but the numbers get pretty high the bigger your Jessica is. So once you learn the logic, it makes your life easier. So once you've done the 2 on the corner, then we're going to use the 5 holes on the right-hand side again. Going to come up on the bottom of the far right, and we're going to go down 1 up on the diagonal, again moving counterclockwise. This is the top corner that we're making of the top side. Keep moving around. Up 1 on the right, over 1 on the top. Up 1 on the right, over 1 on the top. Once you complete all 5 of these stitches, you'll do the top right-hand corner again, just like you did the bottom right-hand corner. Move over 1 on the diagonal, move down 1 on the diagonal, move over 1 on the diagonal, move down 1 on the diagonal. Now we've made our way to the top, so we're at the top right-hand corner of the top. and we're going to start the left-hand side. You can see that I've created a lovely knot, which comes right out. I'm stitching with Floche, which I love. Floche is nice for Jessica's because it's a single strand thread. You can do it with a pliable thread. It's just easier with a single strand thread. And I'm stitching on 18 count canvas. So I've done the top 3, 4, and 5. Again, we're going to do the corner. So we're going to come down 1 on the diagonal and in 1 on the diagonal. Down 1 on the diagonal, in 1 on the diagonal. Down 1 on the diagonal, which is the top of the left-hand side, which connects to the bottom left of the bottom. Now the whole idea is to make this circle look continuous. So we're going to keep going around. That's the second stitch, third stitch, fourth stitch, and now is where we're really going to work some magic. Come up at the bottom left, and normally we would go down here at the bottom right. Instead of just going straight down there, we want to go under the previously worked stitches. So turn your needle and go down in that same hole that we should have gone down in, but under the previously worked stitches. Come down 1 on the diagonal. Again, this is the hole that we would be using, going up 1 on the diagonal. But instead of just going straight there, we want to weave under. So stick your needle under everything you've done before and aim for that hole. Come down 1 on the diagonal. We should be going here. We don't want to just go straight across. We want to go underneath. And straight down. Once you've done that, everything is a continuous flowing circle. You can't easily tell where you've stopped and started. Once you learn this, you can make Jessica's that are any size. You can do big ones, you can do small ones,